I was muted. Thank you, Honey Lamore, for telling me I didn't know I was muted. Okay. So sorry about that. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. I won't say anything until you let me know you can hear me. Okay. So this topic, this was a suggestion today from one of my subscribers about the topic about Black women, envy, jealousy, the sisterhood. And I will say, I don't believe there is a sisterhood like that. Not with the collective of Black women. I think it's a little delusional. And I will explain why. I'm going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. And also, something that I've noticed and what I believe is that the collective of Black America does love filth. And I'm going to bring up Sexy Red, Sukiana, and more and things like that, and why I'm saying that. So we got 9 minutes left. The notification should be sent out. And this is a good conversation you won't want to miss of what I have to say. I got my notes. And y'all know how I do. I'm going to tell my truth, and it is what it is. I'm going to keep it real on how I feel. You know, Black women are not there. There's nothing, just because a woman is Black doesn't make her, as far as this sisterhood stuff, it doesn't mean that she's going to love you, she's going to like you, you can trust her, and all this other stuff. So I don't understand why people believe this, Black women, when you've never seen it in your life, most of you. So we gonna get into it. So while I'm waiting for y'all to come on in, let's listen to our music real quick. We got 8 minutes.
Times when I never even thought to speak. Don't wanna tell you what it is, or way it felt so serious. Got me thinking just too much. I wanna shut it out, but has this something up. Tonight I'm fucking something. I need some drink in my cup. Hey, I'm in the mood to fuck something up. I wanna go missing. I need a prescription. I wanna go higher. Sit on top of you. I wanna go where nobody's been. Have you ever had fun like this? We gon' fuck up the night. Black lights, spaceships flying. Unapologetic when we fuck up the night. Fuck up the night. We getting fucked up tonight. Sexy, my love. Don't miss this roll call. Is you hear a what? Show up, show up, show up, show up, throw up, throw up. You Mr. Nasty. I clean it up. Go where nobody's been. Have you ever had fun like this? I wanna go missing. I need a prescription. I wanna go higher. Can I sit on top of you? We gon' fuck up the night. Black lights, spaceships flying. Unapologetic when we fuck up the night. Fuck it up the night. We getting fucked up tonight. We gon' fuck up the night. Bet you don't see stars. Bet you don't elevate. Bet you don't need that. I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck something up. Exotic, sexy, erotic on my body. Boy, you got it. Hit them trolleys while I ride it. Got me acting hella dotty. So excited, so exotic. I'm a seasoned professional. Squeeze it, don't let it go. Tease it, no self-control. I got time today. I got time today. I got time. Oh, I got time today. I can't wait to come out and play. Oh, yeah, you. Come and cuff it, cuff it, cuff it, cuff it, baby. While I bust it for you, baby. Baby. Anywhere, anytime. I don't mind. Yeah. For you. I'm back in the truck all that time. For you. Chicken fucked up now. For you. I put my cup up now. For you. Yeah. We gon' fuck up the night. Take flight. Splendid light. Bet you don't see stars. Bet you don't go far. Bet you don't levitate. Bet you don't need God.
Well, this playlist is not on here. I mean, you can look at you can look online for remixes. Sorry about that. You can look online for remixes. I can't name specifically. I mean, I don't always remember where I find everything. I have a little collection of folder of anything I find that I can use because of copyright issues. I mean, there are several remix versions of the Beyonce song and stuff. Yeah, those are some nice videos and stuff like that. So we got 1 minute left, and I'm thinking, should I play the song? Should I play the song? Maybe I should just start talking. Maybe I should just start talking instead of, because it's only 58 seconds. I mean, you got to be careful on how to play the music. If you want to use music, you have a channel. it's a remix or a mashup or something like that, um, do your thing, your editing skills and stuff, and make the video private and see if it will get a copyright strike. That's the only way you'll know if you can use the music or not, you know. And if you can, it's an MP3, and then you can use it on your videos. So, but you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Always check, because a lot of times you do get a copyright strike. So, the remix of a song, and sometimes that still messes up. So, I've had a lot of songs I have wanted to play on this channel. A lot. Hold on. I've had a lot of songs I've wanted to play on this channel that I haven't been able to play because of the copyright issue. That's why you will hear the same song sometimes. Plus, I like these songs. I like these songs a lot, but you'll hear it a lot, I do have some other songs I might play that you've heard before, because it's just so many issues when it comes to playing music. So you might maybe find out of 30 you like, you might be only able to play 5 of those songs that you found, so it's always an issue, and you just got to really check. Okay. Maybe a cappella, a live version, a cover of a song, someone else singing the song of the artist their way. And even sometimes that can be an issue, but a lot of times it's not always. But check it and make the video private before you even decide to use it, and see if it will get a strike. Okay. So, yeah, I love that. I put that commercial, I call it my little commercial with those videos. I did that, and I love it. Music artists that I love and classic videos and stuff like that. Take us back. And it doesn't seem that long ago, does it? So, okay. I put my notes in front of me. This topic today is coming from, well, it's something I actually did want to talk about before, and one of my subscribers brung it up again. And I've heard this so much on TikTok, on here, of Black women who seem to be confused. They seem to feel like you don't understand, where you believe that because a Black woman is a sister like you're expecting some sort of treatment, respect, some type of honor, some sisterhood. And I understand that craving for it, but it's just not realistic to me. I don't think there's been a time in history as a Black women in America, Black women as a whole, have ever been on the same page and has some type of cultural sisterhood thing. And I know you probably see it. It seems that way with the Asian women, a sort of a code of honor or respect. It seems that way. It appears that way. Asian women, Hispanic women, you don't see them fighting each other on the job, at school, putting them down in front of people, cracking jokes on them. Now, Black men do this to Black women too in front of everybody, but this video is about the Black woman. There's a level of, can y'all hear me good? There's a code of honor that I think that's what y'all talking about. For me to think that Black women are just, let me show you the comment for a second. Okay, spicy hot. You said this. You wanted me to talk about this. Melanated Vessel says, so not true. Okay, listen, I will be reading and talking to y'all. I'm looking at these comments. Okay, you said, why do some Black women hate on each other so much? Is it jealousy, envy, insecurities, or pure hate? Why do some of us feel like we're in constant competition with one another? I think this is a topic that needs to be discussed. See, everything you name to me It's not about being black, being a black woman. These are all human traits that everybody has. Everybody. A black woman can be jealous, envious, insecure. Women in general. Because she's a black woman, there is no reason for me to believe or assume she can't have these qualities, these traits, these negative traits. I don't expect her to not have them because she was a black woman. Everything that you said is a character trait. That's why I feel humanity need to get over race, because anybody can F you over of your own so-called race. In fact, if I were to ask most black women who has disrespected you the most, who has made you feel the worst, who has cracked jokes on you, who has stolen from you, who did this with your man, who gave you the evil eye, who be staring at you, who be hating on you, I guarantee you most of y'all gonna say black. I damn sure can say that. So my experience with black women on the job, everyday life, yeah, I still go out. Sometimes I meet black women who say hello, a cute little smile, very friendly. And then sometimes I see black women who be mean mugging me, staring at me unkindly, defensive, hating. So you get a mixture of both, you know? Now, I Am Here says, I think Asian women have some type of sisterhood, but not too much. I believe everything you are experiencing with black women, no one can tell me that Asian women don't be hating and treating other Asian women like shit behind closed doors, behind the scenes, or Hispanic women. They're people. But I do think that there is some sort of code of honor in public that they do. They probably take problems behind closed doors, community, in the house, the neighborhood, on the phone, and stuff like that. Now, I mean, I do notice with Hispanic women, like, what do they say? I'm trying to think, like if I've been in a city where there's a lot of Dominican women and they think I'm Dominican and they call me mommy. Hey, mommy, or some type of thing they be saying. And they say that to each other, stuff like that. You know, rarely do. I never grew up with the black community experience. Yeah, but they don't, I never grew up with the black community experience of this togetherness. I love you. I'm gonna protect you. I got you. I love you. I don't know nothing about that. And I don't think the average black woman knows that either. You know? Let me get my thoughts straight, Lord, because again, I know I get kind of emotional talking. You know, I get emotional a little bit. Okay. So I've been on a job. The way some black women have treated me, I don't want a sisterhood with some black women. I don't want you around me. I don't want to F with you. I don't want to be your friend on how I've been treated by some black women in real life and right here on YouTube. I don't want to F with you. I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want you in my circle. I don't want you on my damn channel. And in real life, I feel like black women can have a sisterhood, but it would be your friends. It would be a group of you. It would be a group. I don't think the collective of millions of black women in this country. You know, maybe the women that's your neighbors, the women, if you go to church, your friend, or some girls you form a friendship on the job, or right here on YouTube, being like-minded and deciding we got our friendship. But like millions, all of Black America, I don't think that's ever happening. You know, I don't think that will ever happen. I don't think it's realistic because a woman is not going to stop being a woman. All women get competitive when a man is involved. I don't care what race she is. Because a lot of women feel, I'm going to get mine. I'm going to get my man. I'm going to dress up. I'm going to try to be the cutest. I'm going to maybe be in his face a little. I'm a flirt. You think she's not going to get jealous if he giving you more attention and stuff? Come on, she's a woman. If a man is involved, women are going to compete. That's women's nature, and it will always be. And a lot of women feel it's the survival of the fittest. I got to get mine, my man, my family, and you get yours. You know, if it's cutthroat, you know, women try to one up each other. And I don't expect that to ever change anytime soon. And even some of you, if there's a man you like and there's other women around, of course you want him to pay you the most attention. You want to wear cute things. You might find out a color he likes and you wear stuff like that. And you get jealous if he's paying the other woman more attention, but you shouldn't take it out on her. You know? So I don't think it's realistic to think that, you know, women are going to stop being catty, stop being competitive when it comes to men. And, oh, Lord, jeez. So I don't feel this is a Black woman trait. I think it's a human trait. I think it's a woman trait. These type of things. And jealousy and envy is not cute. It's not good when a woman, I've experienced this, it's nastiness, it's evilness, you know, a woman going out of her way to say something slick at her mouth, eyeing you up a certain way, giving you backhanded compliments, or trying to pretend she think you ain't cute when she know you cute. Shit like that. Women be doing stuff like that, or little slick comments they think you don't catch and stuff. Women, why do we feel like we're in constant competition with each other? Because women are. And men, but especially a number of women. And let's see, I Am Here says it all goes back to women feeling like they have to compete with you over a man. And it's not always just about men. I'm sure some of you might think, why is it? When I was younger, I'm saying like maybe in high school type of thing, I would be uncomfortable walking across a group of Black girls. And it was because 9 times out of 10, they laugh at you. I've seen it. I've experienced it. They will find something to be negative about and crack on you about. Your outfit, how your hair's done. I'm not saying that was always the case, but it was very prevalent as to where I began to be uncomfortable walking by a group of them. And I know that's not good. I know y'all probably like, really? But it's the truth. Black people as a whole like to be funny. You don't know how to control your effing mouth around people, a number of Black people. You have no honor and respect, a number of how you treat other Black people in front of other races of people and amongst Black people. You want to crack a joke. You think things, you want to be funny. You want to be a class clown. You want to make someone feel bad about their shoes, how their hair is done, how much something costs, their design, all types of stuff. I've seen it. I've seen it enough where it's what I feel. I'm not saying that's all Black people, but a number of Black people thrive off of negativity. And that's just the truth. And it's not good. And the thing that sickens me, when people wonder about my personality who come over here, who talk crap to me, I know for a fact that there are a number of Black people. You'll say it's because of white people why you have these traits. And that's a bunch of bullshit to me. It ain't got nothing to do with white people. That's who you are. Individuals. White people don't make Black people treat Black people bad. And it ain't from slavery. So don't try it. Black people, Black men, created the comedy genre. And a lot of Black people get off on being funny and making jokes and cracking on people when it's not appropriate and it's offensive. But you think because I'm Black, I have to take it. You know how we do. You know how we talk. I can't stand a person who feels too familiar with me and I don't even know you. I don't care who you are, where you think you're going to be talking to me a certain way, or you think you're going to crack some offensive jokes towards me and stuff. You can miss me with it because I was never the class clown type and stuff like that. So, okay. All right, y'all. So I'm looking at these notes real quick because I want to make sure I get everything out. So I feel like there is a lack of respect. And Black people, Black women, don't expect these things to go away because it's not. People love to talk about colorism as the main thing. It's beyond that. It's way more than that. I got my list of what I have seen and experienced with Black women. Your body, if you got a better body, that's a problem. If you have long hair of any texture, hate. If you have looser hair, hate. If you have a short pixie cut but it's fly and you're confident in that short haircut, hate. If you have a pretty face, hate. If you look mixed to them, hate. More mixed, you know what I'm talking about. If men like you more, hate. Men compliment you more, hate. Other races of men like you more, hate. You're better dressed, hate. You have a nice eye shape, hate. You have light eyes, hate. You got a big butt, hate. You're skinny and petite with a flat stomach, hate. You have a small waist, hate. You speak well and proper, hate. You have a better job, hate. You make more money, hate. You have a better car, a nicer car, hate. How did she get that? How does she afford it? You have a man, hate. You have a husband, hate. You have a fine man, hate. You date multiple men, hate. You don't have to work, hate. You do work and you're at the top of the job, hate. You are plus size and fine, hate. You are plus size and have a man and she don't and she's skinnier, hate. Yes, you are quiet and shy and demure and submissive, hate. You have a soft voice, says Aqua Rose, hate. The Haitian Empress says this is a funny list. You speak multiple languages, hate. You dress preppy, hate. You date white men, hate. Why so much hate, says Win-Win? Because that's what they do. A number of women, a number of Black women, but women in general, but we're talking about Black women do this. How'd she get that car? Can she afford it? I saw her dating such and such last week. Now she with him. Is she a hoe now? You don't know nothing about nobody, Punani. Oh, her man, fine. How'd she pull him? Or she cute, Oh, she thinks she cute. She better. You quiet. That happened to me on the job. I'm quiet. Oh, she thinks she better. Oh, she don't talk to us because we're dark skinned. She a colorist. I had that happen before. A bunch of nonsense. Let me tell you a story of a relative. True story. Black women. She had a ring. She only wears real jewelry. And a woman on the job who was her superior said, "Oh, no wonder you work so much to pay for this." And she said, this is real or something. My husband bought this for me. He paid for it. How about that woman she's high up. She was a nurse. She told the company, it was my mother. Okay. It was my mother. Okay. My mother had the ring, the real jewelry. And the woman made her little backhanded compliment. She assumed my mother works hard because, you spend money on nice jewelry, real jewelry, and these rings. And she let her know, my husband bought this for me. And this heifer made it so that my mother couldn't come back to the facility anymore. She put her on a list of do not returns after she told her that her man had paid for that ring and that it's not my money working like a dog that bought my jewelry. See that type of stuff? Jealousy. Oh, she married. Her husband bought it. Don't invite her. Don't give her no more work. Don't let her come back up here. Oh, she told me it was real. All types of stuff like that. That's an example. Okay, honey Lamore. You said, hey, Jessica, you said, if you have an involved father, girl, I missed that off the list. If you have an involved father, hate. Oh, yes, hating on you because your daddy's there and there's not. Growing up in large families, both of your aunties and their fatherless children, your cousin, and stuff like that. Yep. Hate. Speaking different languages. Yes, baby, the Haitian princess. Hate. Being a black woman who is not a stereotype gets you hate. I told y'all that story of when I went to the hood and I was wearing my polka dot top. Girl, y'all, it was a bad outfit, y'all. Isn't good. I hooked this outfit up. It was a preppy look with jeans. Y'all, I'm telling you, it was one of the best, most preppy outfits I ever wore. It was polka dot. It was like a casual, though, polka dot shirt, black and white with a little T part. I wore my pearl earrings to match in with the polka dots. Hair done. I had a black long trench coat, but I don't know if I wore it that day. Fit in blue jeans. I had a belt that was black with studs, but the studs almost looked like polka dots type of thing. And I wore some black loafers and my red, girl, it was a fly ass outfit. I had a lot of compliments and look when I went out with it. But I went to the hood in this outfit and I remember the black guy staring me down and he said to somebody, "She's dressed like a white girl," and started laughing at me. I'm like, baby, you wouldn't even get with me with your ghetto ass. Okay? Please. Okay. Stuff like that. They expect you to look a certain way. I told you I get attention anyway, but especially in some certain areas, if I wear the street type of look, some white, crisp white sneakers, like a black hoodie, some fitted jeans and shit. Y'all know that look. Yeah, they look even more with that because that's what they expect black women to dress like. So, okay. So, black women be hating on black women for every damn thing. So stop expecting it to go away. Even if she don't express it, sometimes people be eating them up in the inside. They be hoping for your downfall or hoping stuff like that. And it's not just because, they're black women. It's because they're people. And these are traits that, a number of them have, and I think some of you out there, you're looking for this sisterhood. You're looking for this support, amongst Black women. And I see it a lot more than I used to, especially here on the internet. I see it a lot more. But I also don't like how people believe I have to support every Black woman because she's Black and she's trifling, or she's not a good look, or I don't agree with her viewpoints. I don't have to agree with every Black woman because she's Black. I don't agree with that whatsoever. I F with any race that treats me nice. I don't think it's healthy. I don't like racism amongst anyone. I don't like stereotyping every person. It gets on my nerves and it irritates me. I'm not going to be in any sisterhood that requires me to have to talk shit about other groups of women. And I don't even have a problem with her as an individual or keeping tensions alive and all that other stuff. It irritates me. Okay. Or trying to paint a story of victimhood about stuff I'm not even a victim of or experience and all this other stuff. I think that Black women are looking for support amongst each other. And I do think that's important as the collective, to lift each other up, to support each other's businesses. These are ways to support Black women. I put you on, stuff like that. Again, I mean, life and being up on here. Listen, I ain't with the delusion that this is gonna all happen. Okay, I've had women hating on me for having a damn Cash App. But if a white woman or somebody else declares herself a self-help guru on TikTok or something and is charging for her books $100, no one got a problem with that. So please, I think it's about Black women having honor as a group, because a number of Black women do not have honor when it comes to how you treat Black women publicly. At large, I'll give an example. Blue Ivy, Beyonce's daughter, and Gabby Douglas, the gymnast. Like, look, I don't believe in ass kissing just because a woman is Black. I don't have to lie. If I don't like your outfit, I don't like your outfit. If I don't think something's attractive, whatever it is, I don't have to lie and pretend and fake and say I do. But I have enough sense to know there's a time and a place to say something. And one problem I see with Black women is that a number salivate at the mouth to be able to publicly put Black women down. Amongst, in front of everybody, all over the internet. Blue Ivy. I still don't understand the big deal that some Black women had towards her. I always felt she looked like Beyonce more. I see a little bit of Jay-Z, but I see more Beyonce. If Blue Ivy was in any Black neighborhood with little Black children, nobody would have said anything about her. She would be considered one of the cute little Black girls. I know that, I always felt she got a lot of hate because she's Beyonce's daughter and Jay-Z. They're the most powerful Black people in entertainment and the richest in the country. And she was born to them. And because Jay-Z is not considered attractive by a number of people, Black people and other people, they wanted to try to pin Jay-Z on Blue Ivy. Like, Blue Ivy, she looks a little like Jay-Z, but she doesn't have full lips like him. She doesn't have as big a nose as him. And if she did, it is what it is. That's her daddy. You think whatever you want. I see a mixture of her and Beyonce and Jay-Z in her, but leaning towards more of Beyonce. And I never thought she was an unattractive little girl at all. I never felt that. I also know how Black people switch up. I believe that Blue Ivy is going to be a star. And I guarantee you, the same people who were defending her because Blue Ivy is not dark skinned, they'll be saying she's only famous because she's light skinned. I won't be shocked at all in a few years if that happens. And she grows even more into her looks. She's already cute. I won't be shocked at all. And she has a lot of healthy hair. I don't take a number of Black people, men and women, always serious because a lot flip-flop on people. One minute it's this, and then the next minute it's that. But I have seen even now a number of black women who act like Blue Ivy is some adult woman, and it's weird to me. That girl is what, 11 years old, maybe 10, 11. That's a child. I've heard one woman who's famous call her a B. That B can't dance, or that B this. She's a little girl. What are you doing? Why are you talking about her like that? And I found the whole fixation on Blue Ivy and her looks to be weird, because if we're being honest, she doesn't have the looks that's looked down upon in Black America. I don't understand it. Oh, her hair wasn't. It was more the 4B type of hair or something. And she has a lot of it now from what I've seen. It was just weird to me. I think that black people and women just look for something to diss that girl about, to be honest, because she's Beyonce's daughter. You notice they don't talk about the other children. They always focus on Blue Ivy because she's the firstborn. You know, it's just weird. I never understood it. But you also do have trolls online that do be pretending to be black women too now. So, I've never seen I haven't seen Indian, Hispanic, Asian, Arabic. I've never seen them talk about any celebrity child like that in my life. I never see it now. It's just very rare. Gabby Douglas. Okay, her hair was unkept. She was raised by white people that wasn't knowledgeable on how to style her hair. She represented the country. She did something that no little black girl had ever done. And instead of being proud of her, you humiliated her in front of the whole country about her hair being jacked up to you. That was the main focus on how tore up her hair looked to you. Let's diss her. Let's make fun of her. Let's make her feel like crap. And she's literally making history as one of the first black girls to do something in gymnastics. Are you serious? You totally ruined the moment. I mean, behind the scenes, because someone talked to her stylist or something, but in front of the whole world. You see, I never seen an Asian or any other group do this to their people that's representing them. Even when it comes to Serena Williams, she gets a lot more support now, but she didn't always get support. I mean, we know how people talked about her. And I feel like, do you realize what she represents? She's a living legend. Her and her sister did what no black women had ever done in that sport. You should be honored. She's classy. She's unproblematic. She made it. Why make statements about her for everybody to read? Like you don't have any appreciation for your legacies. You have no honor. I don't consider her a sellout at all. What did she sell out? I support her marriage. She dated black men for years. Oh, snap, baby. Thank you, Amber James. Thank you, baby. She's not a sellout. She's a black woman who did what she had to do. She dated, I don't think I think black men might have been her preference. She dated Common for years, a good black man. And he strung her along, didn't marry her. She dated Drake. We know that was a fling. She was getting older. She wants a family. And she wants it with a man who's established as she should. So I don't feel she's a sellout at all. You know, I noticed that black people who don't fit the stereotypes, the sellouts are the ones with sense half the time. I mean, I know that sounds kind of weird, but let me explain it. It's like Candace Owens types. These are the black people who tend to have the best sense that could help black people. They don't play by everyone's rules. They're not a stereotype. They're not prejudiced, a number of them. They can't save black people. Rich black people are fully aware they cannot save black people. They got to look out for themselves because black people will destroy you half the time. They will destroy your damn career by bad mouthing you to the press constantly, sullying your name. But that's not always the case. They could help by supporting black businesses. Because again, there are some of them worth $600 million complaining about racism. You don't even do anything to help the black business owners. You don't even invest in black companies. So it's a good game, a good talk with some of them. So I don't know. I would say it's a mixture. I think the men sell out more than the women, in my opinion. I feel like Serena did what she had to do for her future and for her love life. She didn't want to be miserable no more. She want her man and her husband and her family with a man who's established. She was not like she didn't try with black men. She might still like black men, but she likes Ohani and they got married. The black rich people, they're never going to publicly tell you. The politicians, all of them, they can't say it because it'll cause too much. It'll stir things up if they say, look, we can't help most of y'all. We know this. I'm like, I cannot move back to the neighborhood. Y'all gonna rob me. Y'all gonna F up my house. Y'all gonna keep asking me for stuff. I don't feel safe there. I want my kids living in a better area where there's better schools for their future. It would be different if there was a group effort going on, but there's not. Nipsey Hussle is a great example. Look what happened to him. But if you live in fear, it's like, how can it get fixed if everybody doesn't stay or help? But it's not a group thing going on. It's not a group effort. Black America is not on the same page, probably never will be, in my opinion. It will be groups here and there doing stuff, but as a whole, I don't think so. I don't see it in my lifetime. The vision that black people want, because black people refuse to clean up the trash first before you get started. You can't even come up on here and talk about black people that much. I've been cursed out. They don't want to hear it. I'm a coon. I'm a sellout. I'm a wannabe Candace Owens. Baby, I was on here before Candace Owens. You even knew who she was. Get out my face. If I say something similar, it's because great minds think alike, damn it. Now, I don't agree with everything she say, but she's a prime example of what's not supported. Black women be hating on her. Black men be hating on her. You got a sprinkle who do support her. But when you don't have a sheep mentality here, that's a problem to a number of black women. If you don't want to play the victim card and always talk about the white man, if I bring up black femicide, they got to bring up, but Brad kills his woman. I'm not talking about his woman. I'm talking about y'all. It's a mentality. There are differences amongst us, and black women need to be with like-minded black women who have a mentality that is similar to theirs, who they can get along with. And I'm sorry, a vast majority of black women, they're running in circles. They're running in circles in their mind. They want to hold on to the victim thing too, black men. They want to make excuses for some stuff. They want to be prejudiced and racist too, a number of them. They don't want to confront the truth about a lot. It's a mentality thing. I hope I'm making sense. I know my mind is sort of going all over the place. So I don't expect black women to be on the same page completely. I don't think it's realistic again. I do not trust any woman at large. I don't give a damn who you are. Because life has taught me that. I don't care that she's black. I'm not leaving my pocketbook around you. I don't care that you're black. I don't believe you might not try to F my man. I don't care that you're a black woman. I don't believe that you might not curse out my child or try to beat him. You know what I'm saying? I don't have blind trust because of race and culture and all that other stuff, because I've seen black women treat black women like crap in real everyday life and on the internet. And they don't like to be corrected, a number of black women, from other black women who talk about stuff. Or if you say something they've said to me on TikTok, girl, who hurt you? You hurt, girl, sis, who hurt you? Why am I hurt? Because I'm telling the truth. They don't even want to listen, some of them. Then you got a sprinkle who do to what you say. They don't want the truth, a number of them. They can yell about black men all day long. Y'all still effing them. You ain't going nowhere, half of y'all. Child, please. And that's just the truth. It's what I see. But yet you still effing him, though, and you still letting that man nut in you to get pregnant. But there's a growing shift of a number who are not with the effery as much. Yes, Katina, it is. Ah, my butt hurt. Ooh, sitting on this chair. You know, I F with a number of you on here, but some I don't. Because when I have tried to give black women some advice that I think is good, like I said, when I was on social media platform and I told them, send your daughters to a certain school, certain types of schools so they can get married and they don't got to be black. Oh, yeah. I would say 90 to 95% of them talked to me nasty, told me off, made videos about me. And I'm trying to give you good advice for your daughter's future in a community that has failed. I mean, y'all whine and whine and whine. I gave you a solution. Oh, she's this, she's that. Please, please. Y'all, can every black woman come? Can all black women be saved? I don't want to F with all black women. I don't want to butt kiss all black women who talk nasty to me and put me down and say all types of stuff. Or the minute someone say something, you jump on it. I'm unsubscribing. I always thought that, oh yeah, F you. How about that? I ain't going to even go back into that. So, Nancy at Night says their mothers don't want them to do better, their daughters. Black women, we gave you the solution. They don't want the solution. They waiting on a miracle for the black man. Y'all go ahead, wait, have hope, keep effing them, do whatever you want to do. The black women who hear the call, as they say, will get it, and they are listening. Oh, thank you. And thank you, TD. Tell them, you says there's always been a group of black women who don't rock with the mess of certain black. There's always been a group of black women who don't rock with the mess or mass of certain black men. These women just aren't seen as popular. Yeah. What we don't want is what's popular. We are outnumbered. We are called coons. We are called self-hating. We are called butt kissers, sellouts, and all of that, when we actually tend to have the best sense amongst the group, in my opinion. I don't agree with everything Candace Owens has said, but I agree with a lot of it, and I like her bravery to tell the damn truth. I think she should run for president, in my opinion. So being called a Candace before by some people on TikTok, that don't bother me. But believe me, baby, remember, I was out years before her, okay? Saying similar stuff. But I ain't got no problem. I like her. I made a video about her. And I don't agree with everything she says now. But a lot, I think her voice is needed. I think her bravery. She doesn't play the victim card a lot. Especially when it comes to how we love to cover up history. Things about slavery, the big bad white man. And all this other stuff. You know, you can't even talk to black women about femicide on average. I remember Rosa, the woman who had the popular black femicide page on Facebook or Instagram. She took it down. She had said that she had other races of people who wanted these stories, who were interested. And when she brung it to high profile black women, they didn't want to touch it because it made black men look bad for murking up black women all over the place, especially with the George Floyd stuff going on. It's like, this is bad for the black man's image if we put out that he is murking you more than any woman in the country every day. We can't have that. We got to protect him. I am here. Thank you for the donation. You said, I came to the conclusion that many black women have the same mindset as black men. I'm happy I have like-minded black women in my life. I'm free and enjoying life. So good. It's hard. You know, it's very hard to meet black women in the everyday world who will talk like how we talk. It's very rare. And some of them, you can't trust them. Like if there were a group we started and they find out, we would have infiltrators coming up in there to report back to the men and the women what we talking about and what we doing. Thank you for the donation, TD Tellum. Mess. This would be a rogue sector of black men. You know? You know, we would have the infiltrators. Imagine if your hairstylist who is pro-black and you don't know she pro-black, or maybe you pick up on it. Believe me, it ain't always hard to pick up on them types. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And you say something, girl, I like white men. If y'all just talking, she doing your hair, she like, and you say, girl, I like white men. And you look in the corner and you see that black, green and red, a yellow flag in the corner. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You peep that and she get quiet for a second. Girl, you already know. You better be careful. She might not put something in your damn head. Like, oh, she one of them. She a bad one. Oh, she like them white men. I'm for my people. She coming up in this salon. Got the nerve to ask for Bantu knots, too. She talking about she like white men. Now let me F this damn hairstyle up a little bit on purpose. Teach her ass a lesson. Or saying something that they don't expect you to say. And she your damn hairstylist and she on that Umar Johnson stuff. You better be careful. Chicky Chick says, move in silence. Kawaii girl says, that's why I keep it to myself. You got to be careful because a lot of black women don't think like us, you know? And even the women who follow me, we don't all think the same. Some are more extreme than me, to be honest. Like, I respect all people. And black men, if you act right, you're going to get respected. There's a black man I want to talk about soon who I think deserves his flowers for something he did. So I don't have an issue against all black men, but I will call out the dusties and the trifling ones who are running amok. But girl, you got to be careful. I had thought to myself, what if there's a code word or something amongst us? I said, y'all, they find that out. Next thing you know, hey, such and such. And the whole time she with the Hebrew Israelite group and she like, y'all look, y'all see that she wearing that shirt. Y'all know what that mean? Don't worry, I got this. We gonna find out what they plan is. Hey girl. Yeah. And she find out the scoop and then she go back to her Hebrew Israelite group. Let me tell you about bed wenches up over there. I played it good. They was talking about this and the Goldman Sachs money and how they gonna be doing this and some of them dating the white man and they got this plan right here. And the men gonna be laughing, oh, word, Ashe, for real. Go back up in there. Tell him you dating Henry, this white dude up in there, and get to know him a little bit. Keep talking to him. Find out more what they plan on doing with that Golden Sachs money. Oh, they got their white man helping them too? Oh, they got plans? What is it? Come report back to us. Y'all, we gonna let them know. Everybody, all the dudes know what's going on with them. Oh, she date white men? I ain't know that sister date white men. Oh, for real? That's the code word on the shirt? She don't even look like he can't handle that. She do too? Point them all out, sister. Go in that group and find out all of them. Oh, Sharia from the neighborhood, she think about dating a white man? Oh, she's scared to tell him. I know her brother. and her father, they in the Nation of Islam on the corner of such and such. Word, she thinking about swirling. All right, so Sharia thinking about it. Who's the other ones in that group? Oh, I got to alert the brothers about this. She was just dating Tyrone last week. She talking about some white man, some pink meat now. Oh, we gonna fix them. Oh, she trying to start that company. Y'all calling yeah. We gonna get the traitors. We gonna find out the traitors. Send them black sisters in with them bed wenches up over there. We gonna find out. Aqua Rose says they will tell the whole neighborhood or workplace. Oh my God, you got to be careful, but I don't give a damn who know who I like. I don't feel no shamed about my attractions, and I don't owe nobody no excuse at all. But I mean, imagine being a black girl and your daddy is into the Umar Johnson stuff and the Nation of Islam. That's what my dad was into. And you feel you got to keep this a damn secret, who you want and who you like and stuff. So that's it for that topic. Hold on. Woo Woo says, see, you ain't going to be invited to the picnic. That's all right. But yeah, being on the workplace with black women, one of the worst experiences I told y'all I had while I cried in a car, which is rare for me to cry. And what I went through with HR with them women. No, I don't. I just want to F with women who are my friends, who are supportive. Like if I was friends with a black woman and she said, I prefer, if she can like what she like, but if you don't disrespect me, who I'm dating, and you don't say no nasty comments and hating, I can still be friends with you. But if you have a certain mentality where, again, I bring up black femicide and the first response is, well, white men kill their women. I can't F with you. Just get away from me. Get away from me. We two different types. Because you want to live in delusion. You don't love black women like you claim. And you don't want the truth. You can't handle the truth. You don't want the truth. And I don't like that. I like women who use their brains, who are open, who do not feel the need to put down every woman who thinks differently than them, who are open to information and knowledge, who don't have a problem with other black women that don't only like black men, But when I said the whole code of honor thing, you've seen it your whole life, black women. I told you I was at a bank and the black woman bank teller, her friend called her Kissy in front of everybody. Kissy or Kenny, the slave girl from Roots. Kunta's daughter that got sold off. She called her Kissy in front of everybody, and I didn't think it was funny. I felt like this is a professional place, a bank. Why are you calling her a slave character name? I don't give a damn if it's a bunch of black people up in here. Stuff like that. But I've seen black women say stuff that's inappropriate, not just in front of the black women, but in front of other races of people, where you're not going to see that with other groups of women. Now, I don't speak Spanish and Mandarin and all that stuff. So I'll be fair and say maybe sometimes in the nail salon, they might say something to each other, but I don't understand it. But as far as speaking English in a place where we all speak English, I just don't see it. It's just rare, as to where you see us physically fighting each other in front of everybody. Backhanded compliments, little side jokes and stuff, or just being unfriendly. That's not uncommon whatsoever. But I have also come across and met black women who are friendly. So I'm not going to say that's always the case. So, Let me see. KP says, so they know, but just don't care. Who? Hold on. I am here says, I dealt with these things you discussed, but other races of women too. Oh, yeah. I've had other races of women hate on me. You know, it all comes down to a lot of Black people as a whole are so caught up on race that you don't understand. This is just about people. You have good people and evil people. You have kind-hearted people and unkind-hearted people. And the fact that you believe that the Black race is above these traits is ridiculous. Like when we've talked about slavery, some of them just can't bear the thought that, yes, there were slave traders who didn't give two damns that you was African, Black, or whatever. You going. They don't love you. They don't care for you. They want their money. They want a piece of the pie. Or you can't say you're original or descend from the original, but you don't have these traits. You are not perfect little angels who don't have the traits of jealousy, envy, insecurities. Even with the Cain and Abel story, a number of Black people say Adam and Eve were Black. Their children were Black then. Cain murked Abel. Allegedly the first murker in the Bible. Black, according to you who say they're Black. All that stuff. So I don't know why a number of Black people out here, you love to pin these evil traits on everybody not Black. Who is murking Black men the most? Who is murking a Black man for stepping on his shoes, stealing from Black men, R-ing Black women, murking babies, making the Black woman the most murked woman in the country? Don't you ever sit up here and tell me that you don't have none of these disgusting traits, that you're so above it because I'm the original, or I come from the original. I'm Black, or this happened to me. My mom like this because the white man in slavery. You are full of crap and you're full of excuses. Hell, hey, Caramel Kimmy. You know, it's just no one's above any of these disgusting traits. All human beings and everyone on here might have been jealous before. All people can have insecurities. But I do get what you're saying. You go to a club full of Black women. You walk in, the environment's not friendly. The women are staring at you. They're looking you up and down, your outfit, your hair. Maybe you look better. You're getting more attention. They're not inviting you to sit over. They don't want to speak. You get up. They're in your man's face as soon as you walk away. Or maybe you're laughing at you or something like that. Or they don't want to invite you out. And they're not your sisterhood type of thing. You want to see Black women, in my opinion, from this comment and what I know, a number of you want Black women to be nicer to Black women, to stop backstabbing, being jealous, sabotaging, stealing, anything, making jokes that's not kind, not wanting to put you on if she can put you on when it comes to a business or some knowledge or something. You don't feel you have a community. And I said it, there is no real Black community, in my opinion. I hate using that word, to be honest, because I don't know what Black people be talking about. Black people just live around each other in certain neighborhoods. A community has its own businesses around that's owned by its people. That's not the case for most Black people. Community, events, besides a barbecue, pouring money into each other for children, supplies, clothing, a real community that does not exist. So I say Black neighborhoods. You know, I don't believe there is no real Black American community like that. It's some, but when people say it, it's usually in the hood somewhere, a urban neighborhood. Y'all just stuck together. Because the damn sure ain't no community with the amount of crime that be going on amongst each other. Please. People just trying to survive and live. And a lot of people would never come back to those areas if they could afford to move. You know. Okay, Maria May says, I want sisterhood, but it's not realistic. This community just can't get together. Hispanics have surpassed us because they know what community is. Like I said, I believe that Black women, we can have our own groups of like-minded women and our own little thing. Like I said, I mean, you even think about the college sorority groups that they have like their own little thing where they hire each other. Oh, you went to here, you're a this, you're a that, you're a soror, you're a this, and then they look out for each other. Or the what's it called? The how can I forget this word? The upper class, the elite Black groups who only really date each other and are friends with each other and look out for each other. The not the Borgie, y'all. I'm having an issue remembering the name of it. It starts with a B. Yeah, the board. I don't know why the word bougie kept coming up in my head, but it's not that. It's the most elite, the boule. Okay, thank you. Yeah, the boule. The boule. They look out for each other. They come from money. They're highly educated. And they like for their children to date each other and keep that money going, just like what other races of people be doing. And even back in the day with W.E.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington and stuff, what was it, the 1% or the 5 or 11%, where they basically believed there was only that little bit of Black people that was going to take Black people to the top, that was capable of it, with education and money. That tells you a lot back then, too. So these type of things have existed, but the collective, oh yeah, Jack and Jill. And I've heard Black people, I've seen the videos where they get mad about Jack and Jill, saying it's elitism or it's a class division. I don't knock Jack and Jill whatsoever. I think they're doing exactly what they need to be doing. I'm not saying they should have an attitude where they really do think they're better than like the average Black person type of thing, like being snooty. Y'all, I have been around some snooty ass Black women before. And it's crazy because I've been called bougie. And I'm like, you think I'm bougie? Baby, I've been around some real bougie women and I do not like it. I don't like anyone with the superiority complex. I could have way more than you and you wouldn't even necessarily know it. I don't have to brag about my designer wear. I walk in and I wear it. I don't need to. The loudest person in the room sometimes is the most insecure one. I don't have anything to prove to you. I don't have to tell you anything, how much I paid for such and such. You don't know what I got. I could be going to Greece tomorrow. You don't know. I'm just saying. But yeah, there was some Black women who got mad about the whole Jack and Jill thing. Let me tell you something. I went to a mall one time. See, life has taught me this whole sisterhood thing ain't happening for all of us. And I don't want it with some of y'all. Not on here, but you get what I'm saying? I went to a mall. This was in a rich area. It was a new outside mall. There was a Black woman. She looked like, this is when I was still in high school. And, I didn't look as together as far as my outfit and stuff. I didn't know that it was a rich, rich mall when I went. And I went with someone and this Black woman, she had on a polka dot, red and white polka dot skirt. I still remember it like it was yesterday. She had on a white blouse. Her makeup was done. This long hair up in a ponytail type of thing. She looked like she could be in the boule type of thing, right? And it was my mother's friend. It was a woman. We went and we weren't dressed up. We weren't. And she looked at me from my feet to my head like, And then she laughed at me and she was with 2 Black men who were dressed real nice and they started giggling with her too. I never forgot that. Like, you fucking bitch. Excuse me. And I mean, first of all, I'm like, I'm a teenager. That's what I'm thinking. First of all, I'm like, lady, you're like in your 40s or 50s and I'm a teenager and you really gonna diss me like that with these Black men. And there's barely any black people even here. There's barely any black people at this rich mall. And you see me and I'm not fixed up to you. And you gonna give me that look and then laugh at me with the men. So please. But that was years ago. That wouldn't be the case now if I was up in there. But it showed me. Well, I wasn't with my mom. I was with her friend. And no, I mean, I'm more different now than I used to be. When I was younger, I did not speak up a lot. I didn't tell people off that should have been told off. Versus now, I'm more vocal. I don't like to hold in how I feel. And I don't like regrets. So, but, she was dressed up. It was like Pretty Woman. Remember that scene when Julia Roberts went to the store and those women treated her like that because she wasn't dressed right? It was like that. And she was black. And she was with black men. And she thought she was better. So, yeah, when I see black women with I've seen some talking about being mad about Jack and Jill. I'm like, well, why shouldn't black people who have resources and education, who have done well, why shouldn't they connect to other black people in this country who have done the same so that their children can come together? I mean, I think that's the smart thing. That don't mean you can't date or marry someone. I think it's different if it's a man. If a man who went to Jack and Jill and he's a doctor and he wants to marry, a black woman working anywhere, I think that's totally different. It's not the same when it comes to women. But I do understand and know that in some families, they do like to put the boys and the women and the men who have these good jobs together because they want to build wealth, So, I mean, this happens in many other racial groups all the time. So, but black people have a problem with classism. But class exists in every community. I don't know why black people believe. I think it's maybe because historically we all mostly just our people from the past came from poverty. So it's like, how dare you move up with education or just money, even if you're not educated, but with a better career, a better house. And you don't want, it's not uncommon for a black person to say, don't forget where you came from type of stuff. It's like, I don't have to go back though. I don't necessarily, I might not forget, but why do I have to go back? Or why do I have to be humbled? Or I could see if I had a snooty attitude, like I'm better than all y'all, like F you and all that. But if I simply don't want to go down again, what's the problem with that? I mean, if I want to advance in my life and be better and, if I want a man who can take care of his damn children, is that a problem? Is it a problem? A lot of black people feel you need to suffer like them. You got a lot of black women, they don't always want you to have standards because some of them think you better than me. Oh, I got 5 kids and I'm a single mother. Oh, you want to be married? Who do you think you are? Oh, you ain't got no kids yet when you having kids. Making comments like, you better hurry up. Stuff like that. Or they waiting for you to end up a baby mama like them. Or if you don't agree, no, I don't agree that all 5 of your kids got 5 different fathers. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it. And I'm telling you this publicly. I don't like it. It's trifling. It is trifling. 5 different men. Are you serious? For all them kids? They all got different daddies? No. Girl, I'm sorry. Now stuff happens. Maybe sometimes the men get murked. Sometimes stuff happen. But I don't support that. It's horrible for the black woman. It don't look cute. I mean, damn, 5 of them? All different. All your kids. I mean, that causes a problem amongst the kids. I've seen it, and I think it's disgusting and trifling. Now, I understand sometimes, okay, You had your man, it didn't work out. You got married, you got divorced, you met your next husband or whatever, you had another child. 5 is a lot to me. 5 kids or more, 5 different baby daddies. Absolutely not. I'm not supporting it. I don't like it, and I never will support it. Okay, let me look at the comments section. Sorry about that. Haraf says she laughed at you at that mall, not because you were less than. Her nervous laughing was to cover her sizing you up to see if you were in competition for the available men around her. But yeah, I was a teenager. But child, okay, it was crazy. I think those old social groups kept many black people in the back. Many times you had to be of a lighter complexion to join them unless you were smart enough to earn wealth. Okay, yeah, I know in parts of the South and stuff like that. All her baby daddies, I don't know. If all her baby daddies were murked. Um, my aunt was one of them, 3 kids by different men. One was from a trip to Jamaica. Oh my goodness. I saw a black woman with 8 kids by the freeway, no man around. I mean, that doesn't mean though that all of those kids were her kids. You got to remember too now, some people do adopt children. Sometimes black women be taking care of their sisters and brothers' kids. They be taking in the family members' kids. Her husband could have passed away. Stuff like that does happen. If I see a black woman with a group of children, I don't always assume automatically those are all her babies. Not all the time. Okay. So, a lot of black women want other black women to be with their sons, and their sons are no good, but everyone is raising unicorns. You know, I, a lot of black people feel like, well, somebody got to have somebody. The man got to have a woman. He got needs. He can't be a virgin forever. He got to get a wife. So find them something. Find him somebody type of thing. And, they want the black woman to just take anything these days. They feel like the black woman is desperate. So just take a man. But what is he doing? Am I attracted to him? Do our personalities go together? Are we sexually compatible? What's his hygiene like? How many kids he got? He got kids. Do he want kids? Where does he work? What does he want the future to be? Can he speak proper English? Can he read? Is he racist? Does he hate women? Does he beat women? Does he smoke? What's going on? It's a whole lot. Just being black ain't enough to be with somebody. So, I know a woman, she has 12 kids, all boys with the same dad. See, that's not bad. They're all by the same man, Again, I understand if you get divorced and you get a new husband and you have some more kids and stuff, but 5 and stuff, no. Okay, so the next thing that I have wanted to talk about, I might go back into this conversation. Let's see. I want to talk about, I said in the comments section that black people, the black community, in my opinion, loves filth. The black community loves filth. Stop trying to blame white. There ain't no conspiracy of the white man. The white media is trying to make agents or is doing this to the black people. No, it's not. As black people. Now, up here on the screen is Sukiana and Sexy Red. Are they the first black women to talk raunchy? No. Is it a problem for a woman to be comfortable in her sexuality? No. But is there a limit of being degenerate that makes us look bad and that is not helping our image as women, as black women? Yes. These women are becoming superstars. How does this happen? White media does not talk about them like that. You will see. Hold on, there's some buffering. I don't know why there's buffering. Hold on. There's a picture I want. I want to get a picture of somebody. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play my music video real quick. I'm going to put the timer on real quick. And I want to get a picture. Just give me a second. Yeah, Sukihana is Nigerian descent. I don't know if she's full on Nigerian, though. I don't know if her mother is American Black and her daddy's Nigerian. I don't know. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Thank you, Mylene, for the donation. Okay. Hold on. They're both raised in the U.S. Stop saying they're not American. LOL. Okay. Their nationality is American. I don't know their ethnicities, all their descent, of who they descend from. I did hear that Sukihana has Nigerian. I don't know from her father. So these are two good examples. Now, here's the thing. When I said Black America loves filth, I have come to this conclusion. They're not the first. Can y'all hear me good? Hold on. Okay. They're not the first Black women to be raunchy. Like I said, they're not. Megan Thee Stallion has some lyrics that's raunchy. Little Kim has had lyrics that's raunchy. Okay. They're not the first. Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me, because I don't know. I don't know if y'all can hear me good. The chat is not moving, so I don't know. Okay. Can you reach the pinnacle of trashiness? Yes. I don't know nothing about these women's punani. It's not my business what they do with their punani. If she wants to sleep with her man, that's her right and her business. But we got a problem here. And I see it. And it's not a conspiracy. There's no white man doing this, trying to destroy Black America with filth. Black people promote filth. These women are all over the shade room and on the top Black blogs every week, getting talked about like they're top celebrities and now getting more collaborations with other music artists, being invited to the VMAs, the MTV Music Awards, getting more visible to the public, becoming household names. How did it happen? TMZ and People Magazine was not talking about Sukihana and Sexy Red. Shade Room was, which is pretty big. Why do Black people, listen, Black women are not a monolith. There is diversity for every group. But we are 13% of the population, so what we do is magnified. The few celebrities we have is who we have. And they become big in this whole country. You know, with white people, you got Celine Dion, Taylor Swift, Gwen Stefani, Joan Jett, Cher, Garbage, Pink. They're all different. They all sing different types of music. They have different images, and they all exist, and they're all household names. It's not the same for us as Black women. It's not. Not being a minority and oftentimes pigeonholed in entertainment. Oh, you must be R&B. You must be hip hop because you're a Black woman. No, I like techno music. I like alternative music. I like country music. Why I gotta just be into this? Because I'm Black American. Well, who do Black Americans promote the most? What do we make people think? What do we make people think? We are the only group that will take the filthiest people of our race and let them go to a political convention and speak on the behalf of our race. Hip hop artists who come from the slums. And just because you come from the slums does not make you a bad person, okay? But they have a mentality of a slum mentality. Who makes good rap music, some would debate that, over a good beat and got popular. And because Black people must all be broke and poor and from the slums, we're going to make them our mouthpieces because they know what it means to struggle. They know what it means to be Black. This is what Black is. Look at them with their tats all over their face and their raggedy dreadlocks and these sagging pants. That's them. And they love saying the N-word. That's their culture. That's those people. He knows what's going on in the streets. This rapper. Bring him to the Democratic Convention to talk politics on behalf of his people. But let's shun Candace Owens and them, even though she doesn't get shunned, but you get what I'm saying. Let's make Larry Elder feel like a fool. We don't have to do it as white people. Their own people will shun Larry Elder because he doesn't sound like he's had the Black experience enough of struggle and being hood enough. He's too similar to us. And, you know, because we're white, even if we make perfect sense with our beliefs, they need to rebel to prove how anti-white they are. So they're going to say the opposite of what we say, even if what we say actually makes sense to prove I'm not like you and you don't run my life. We have our own culture, even if it means being filthy, just to prove we have something of our own. So being 13% of the population, it's always what we do is magnified a lot. And when we get a star, it's only like a splash of them every now and again. And Black people believe that the white race is doing a conspiracy against the Black race to promote the filthy of the filthiest. It's not them. I had said years ago, white America, mainstream America, their A&R representatives, people, publicists, Black people are a part of America. They want to know what's going on. So they go to the blogs to see who are you promoting. Kim Kardashian became famous because of black people, talking about her constantly, making her interracial relationship the biggest thing every week. I saw it. Then she became famous for things that black women already had. She's not ugly, but I'm just saying she played the game. She was a businesswoman at the end of the day. Amber Rose became popular because of black people. White people weren't talking about her. Now she's worth $14 million now. Made her money just because she dated Kanye West. And let's make interracial relationships with black men the talk every week. Oh, he's lifting her up. Look how the black women keep getting mad. Yeah, keep talking about it every week. Put her in some more music videos. Oh, and now this magazine, well, she's white. So now this magazine run by white people want to put her in there. Let's put her on podcasts now. She's a star now. But she started in black blogs first because black people had an obsession talking about her constantly because she's with Kanye and the interracial thing. Y'all don't even hype up black couples like y'all do interracial people. On the blogs, on Shade Room Media Takeout, I have yet to see, besides LeBron, a black man who married a black woman in sports, his relationship hyped up. I have yet to see it on the level of Kim and Kanye. And they are out there, and black media refuses to make those couples stars. They don't talk about them every week. And what is she doing? What is the wife of such and such? She's shopping here. Oh, look at her. Look at that outfit. Oh, she got on her Fashion Nova. Oh, is that what kind of, is that a Hermes purse? Oh, she's looking fabulous on vacation. That's how you do it. Oh, she's fabulous. Oh. Every week, like they do Kylie and Kim still to this day on black media. Why don't you make black women who are wags? Why don't you make them popular? I'm talking to the black people from the Shade Room and Media Takeout that's watching me. Why won't you do this? Why don't you use the power you have to make these black women famous? Instead, you keep obsessing and talking about Sukihana and Sexy Red's filthy ass every damn week, making them more talked about, more seen, and more popular. It's y'all who's doing it. You keep talking about them. If you stop talking about them, they wouldn't be famous. For example, why is it that, where's she at? In this community, you will see Sexy Red as the star, and she is right now. She's the newest it girl with her filthy, filthy behind. Her trifling ghetto ass. That is not a good look for black women. Does that mean she's not a good person? No. Do I hate her? No. Can she evolve? Yes. Do I care about her sex life? No. Do I have a problem if she likes sex like most women who are heterosexual? No. But have you heard her lyrics and stuff? Have you seen how she presents and Sukihana and stuff? I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with being like that in the bedroom in your house with your man. But what about class and honor as black women to the public? People make mistakes, but they embracing this. They are embracing this. Okay? This is Coco Jones. She is one of the biggest up-and-coming R&B singers of this generation. You don't see her becoming a star on Shade Room and Media Takeout. They don't like to hype her up. Why you hyping Sexy Red up over Coco Jones? Why y'all keep talking about Sexy Red every freaking week? And these filthy black men too with her. These filthy people. Who makes the culture, you get so mad about stereotypes about black America. But what else do people got to see? You don't even glorify the opposite of filth at large. You don't glorify lawyers and doctors or show an interest in the lives of these people who are doing the damn thing at large, unless they do something ghetto or trifling on a TV show Married to Medicine, and I do like them at large, but they got to do something ratchet or be in drama for you to support them. You don't highlight the women, the Black women who the first, there's a Black woman who's she's cured cancer in mice, which is a step towards curing cancer. White media is not glorifying her and letting the whole country know about this woman. And Black media ain't doing it either. You got a few on the pages that support Black greatness and businesses, but the Shade Room is the biggest thing Black America got. And I think the founder of the Shade Room is an African woman, but she's like first or second generation and grew up in Black American culture, it seems. And, but yeah, you got other blogs too, but the Shade Room is the biggest. We all know it. And the fact that a Black woman who cured cancer in mice can't even be glorified or talked about every week. No interviews. Who are you? What did you do? Oh my God. Let's get to know her more. Let's talk about her. Let's talk about her. Let's show these great Black women. Let's show these women. Let's start showing some Black men who aren't trifling with freaking tats on their faces all over the place with their degenerate selves. Let's show, you know. Thank you, B, if you're talking about me or you're talking about Coco Jones. Thank you. Media takeout. Yes, media takeout. I'm not shocked what happened to media takeout after what they did. Media takeout was one. Media takeout. Can y'all hear me? Thank you, B girl. Media takeout was the Shade Room before the Shade Room. Everybody was on media takeout. Powerful. I was a witness to what happened to that damn blog, and I'm happy it happened. Media takeout was founded by an African man, which people didn't know. And I have been on social media since 2009. So I have seen the gender war, as they call it, the whole thing from the beginning. That wasn't started by Black women. It took years for Black women like right now to be making these videos. It was the men. And it was worse then than it is now. I'll never forget it. I ain't forget nothing I seen and experienced with that. Let me tell you something. On media takeout, there started to be a pattern. I noticed it where if he would talk about African women, it was something kind of positive. And then when he would show American Black women, it was some trifling stuff like Sexy Red, a story that just was trifling. I saw it. I picked up on the pattern. And then media takeout, he started allowing trolls to come on there saying the most racist, vile things towards Black women. Every 5 to 10 minutes, every couple of comments, you would see it. Some of the trolls even got popular on there. And they would say, you would think it's a KKK member. And some of them weren't. They were Black. And it was, people started getting pissed, saying they was leaving. And media takeout was the biggest thing. And it was over and over and over and over. And this African man would allow the disrespect, the racism, the disgusting comments towards Black women to be allowed. Every post. In fact, they would get off on it. Post things they knew was going to get those responses to. Now, people got freedom of speech, but when I saw who it was, I said, now it's making some sense now. Now, I'm not saying that all African men feel that way, but I would notice that if it was an African woman, the post wasn't that bad. But if it was an American Black woman, it was like the world star type of stuff to make us just look like the filthiest of the filthiest women. Humiliating. And then would allow the racists, the colorism, all that stuff all over it. And the site went down. I'm not shocked at all what happened to Media Takeout. Media Takeout is still up. It ain't nothing like it used to be because they ruined their own company by letting all those racists come up on there and talk to Black women the way you did every single day. And now it ain't nothing like it used to be. So, you know, it was horrible. It was horrible. Now the Shade Room is the number one thing, the number one blog or vlog, and it's by an African woman. And but she shows mostly American Black people at large. She shows some Africans, but mostly a lot of American Black people. But I noticed that I see some positive stories sometimes on the Shade Room. They don't always get as much attention, which is interesting because a lot of Black people are drawn to Filth. You are drawn to Filth. And then when Filth becomes the face of us, you say, why it gotta be like that? We're stereotyped. Well, people see that the community loves to uplift filthy Black people and make them household names and stars and talked about. You know, it's just the truth. So are you going to keep complaining when the so-called community likes to make Sexy Red and Sukianna the faces of Black American women? Some of the things I've heard Sexy Red say, like, girl, really? Really? That video, you can't, why y'all not making Coco Jones popular? Why y'all not making her a star? Y'all not obsessing over her, talking about her, marketing her like a PR agent. Cause that's what it is. Shade Room is great for PR. It's great for publicity. It's great for your career. It is. And, you know, it is. It's just, it is. And the radio stations are looking, they're inviting them on the radio. They're pumping them out. And you can't get Coco Jones to be put on that Sexy Red level. And she been out before her, trying, dressing nice in her fashion, singing, all that. They won't support her. But Black America, y'all gonna keep talking about Sukianna and Sexy Red every damn day like an obsessed person. And like they say in Hollywood, all publicity can be good publicity. Hey, they talking about us. Shit, I got invited to the MTV Awards. I'm making it, boo. I'm making it to mainstream white America, baby. And I'm going to bend my butt over in that dress at the MTV Awards and be a caricature of Black women and all this other stuff. I saw that video that Sukianna and Sexy Red made in front of the Popeyes. I ain't gonna lie, the shit was a little bit funny, but it was still trifling. Come on. It was still trifling. And Black people, you're never going to be taken seriously as a race until you check your people. Because nobody else is going to do it. They feel it's not their place. They stay out of it. You won't do it. Because I don't want to embarrass another Black person. Well, we got freedom of speech. I ain't your role model. Take care of your own kids. Why you got them listening to me anyway? Or so what? We've been through enough. Y'all know it's the white man conspiracy hyping up these niggas. It's him. No, it's not. It's not. It is Black media making this popular. And then mainstream white America and other races of people latch on to them what's coming out of your community, who you keep talking about. You won't even market the women that's opposite. You won't even put them on the level of Sukianna and Sexy Red. Now Drake taking pictures with Sexy Red just because she's popular and all this other stuff. You won't even do it. Sukianna, y'all love to make them examples. Well, let's lift Sukianna up as an example of what not to be for Black women. So let's talk about her every week, about what not to be and the suffering. Oh my God, let's save her. Oh, she was Dr. Umar Johnston doing an interview. Maybe he can save her. Let's make her a case study. Then we're going to get her on Dr. Phil maybe and all this other stuff and see maybe she's going to change her life around and be an example. You know how we talk about Christine Rock and Blueface every freaking week. But we won't talk about the black girls that is going to doing something else, who is not that image. We ain't going to hype them up and make them household names. We want to uplift the streets because that's what being black is. A bunch of bull crap. And if you one of them Larry Elders or Candace Owens, y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of sellout lost Negroes. Y'all think you white. Please. Again, is everything in white culture bad? Because I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not. But y'all so stuck on slavery. I don't think it's bad discovering cures to medicine and building technology and train stations and shit. There ain't nothing wrong with mimicking some of that. Not to say we don't have black inventors as well, but you get what I'm saying? Y'all are becoming your own damn worst enemy as far as your image to the world. And you refuse to separate. And you refuse to call out the trash. You want us all to be the same with the sisterhood thing. That's not reality and it's not true. You need to make the separation. Because that's the only way things will get better. You know? That's the only way. It's real life, it's realistic. You know, Sukihana is going to exist. Sexy Reds are going to exist. But again, when you are a minority, things are a little bit different about who represents the race and who gets to be seen in mainstream America and stuff. And the so-called community. Y'all hyping these women up so that your little girls can get curious. Who's Sukihana? Who's Sexy Red? Well, let me hear the music. And jumping up and dancing to some of that trifling stuff she be talking about. Grown women stuff, first of all. Talking about certain stuff to do to your man. Okay, but that's for grown women, not for children. Sukihana was backing her butt up on some little boy I heard. And actually, I didn't hear it. I saw it in a music video. That's trifling. Looking like out here promoting looking stank. Let me not get hyped up. A number of y'all out here promoting looking stink. Looking like a fucking hoe. And I don't even like that word, to be honest, because it's from the men, and I don't like that word because men are the real ones who are HOs on average. But I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying? Again, I don't care what you do with your punani. That ain't my business. I'm very realistic. I'm just saying, what y'all claim was a problem when the white man did it, how the white man portrayed you, all of a sudden you want to be that. It's like y'all going backwards or something. You're not progressing, a number of you. You want to now prove how anti-white you are by being opposite of morality. Not saying that white people all have it, but if they say, what's a good example if I can give? I'm trying to think of a good example of something that's in white culture that's not bad. But then black people want to go against it because that's being white. Okay, speaking proper English. Oh, I can't speak proper English because that means I'm white now, even though English is my first language. Let me switch it up a little bit with some Ebonics or something so I can seem like I have a culture of my own. And even though you can't understand me or something, I don't want to speak this proper English because it makes me feel bad, like I'm mimicking you or something. Even though that's my first language and it'll help me get a job. You know, Maria May says getting married before getting pregnant. Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Black women licking butts is not something we would ever hear of. Girl, I already talked about it with Sukihana eating butt, eating groceries. That comes from bisexual men gay men, because they're the only ones who had to lick each other's butts, because women get their punani licked. Now all of a sudden, oh, the butt thing. That comes from the gay community, the bisexual gay community, licking groceries. And now they want to bring that in with the heterosexual women for these bi men. Any man that tells me to eat groceries, get out. Just please, it's over. Because I know you probably been doing that with men. You know? So, I'm telling you. But Karma Queen of Flame says they frown on education. It's like, do you see any other race like this? I haven't. And I'm not the most educated. I wish that I mean, I'm not stupid, but I could, I don't look down on it at all. And education, first of all, to get knowledge, you have more brain power. You know more of what you're talking about. You get taken seriously a lot more. But most of all, education helps you get a better job. And I don't understand why they don't get that. You get a better career and a better job, which means you get better pay, which means you get to live better and live in a better neighborhood and a better house, a bigger house with more resources and much more money to pass down to your children. And a better community. Everybody else understands this. I'm not saying that all of Black America is like that, but a number of them, especially the men, I'm like regressing. I can't, girl, please. Regressing. Money don't matter. Say that when you want a community. Without money, you can't build anything. You have no resources, and you will not have any political power because you have nothing that anyone wants or will get a return for. Nothing. But they understand the power that money matters to people when it's come time to sell drugs. Now you want to be powerful. Some of them. So, yeah, Black America loves filth. They do. They thrive on filth. They promote filth in our media the most. Yes, I know some people will say, well, there's room for everybody because not all Black women gonna be Toni Braxton. I understand that. But stop complaining about the image and y'all going out doing this, promoting it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And as a business, it's not even smart. If you were operating the race like a business, that's not even smart. Asian women got the best reputation because their image has been in check. And believe me, a number of them are nasty, racist, materialistic, everything you can think of with every character trait. Okay? A number of them. But they got that image on lock to now they're seen as trophy wives or the good one to get. Our image is a mess. And Black men decimated our image decades ago. And we've talked about it as Black women, the repair. We can't get it repaired when Sukianas and Sexy Reds are being promoted like hell right now. Like, it's not happening. And I do see some Black people in the comment sections talking about it. This ain't good. But stop freaking. I mean, if I'm on the shade room, I mean, I'm just an observer. I don't control the shade room. So it's really the people in power of these blogs. They have to stop talking about them. Even if you talked about them once or twice, stop talking about them every damn day and week. You're marketing them. You're making them have better publicity. You're making them household names. You're making other people latch on to them. You're making award shows. I mean, stop. Why can't you give Black women who are opposite in the industry the same amount of publicity? Christine Rock and Blueface. Why are y'all trying to make them the new Ike and Tina Turner? Oh, we need her as an example of abuse. Let's talk about her constantly. I mean, damn, why don't you fucking promote healthy Black relationships? Krishan, and Blueface are Black. I wouldn't mind seeing a Black woman in an interracial relationship promoted. You know what I'm saying? But you know how they do. So, okay, you want to show a Black couple? Why can't you show a healthy one and promote them? Why you keep promoting Blueface, dogging her out, her crying, and then saying, F y'all, I'm going back over and over, showing his baby's genital, all types of triflingness. Blueface has never been this popular in his life until Shade Room. Obsessing over his filthy, nasty ass. It's like, if I weren't Black, I would be convinced this is their community, this is their people. Because you don't see anything else promoted this high. And then complain about how we're seen. And then getting shocked. Oh, they were shocked I could speak proper English. They were shocked I was educated. I'm so offended. I've seen Black men who know damn well the truth. Oh, I can't believe I went into that meeting and they imply that I was different. Oh, they couldn't believe it. What the fuck you think? Stop acting shocked. Can it be offensive? Yeah, of course it could be. I don't want you thinking that I'm some ghetto hood rat. I can get ghetto on you. I can be both. I'm just saying, acting all shocked. Do you not see what your image is in the majority of the Black men that represent you? And now you're shocked they've met a Larry Elder type? That you ain't the norm. You're not the average. And you know it. Please. Dana says negative images and negative behaviors. Yeah. And I do hate the stereotypes. I've been stereotyped. I told you I went to that store. There's some opera music I like from a movie. And the white woman looked at me all shocked. She wasn't expecting that I listened to no damn opera. Don't ever stereotype me or put me in a box. But when the image of the Black woman is a certain way, why are y'all always so shocked? And it ain't gonna never change until the Black race checks it. And y'all don't want to do it at large. Even if you talk about them being trifling, why you keep talking about them every damn week over the women and the men who aren't? Y'all need to pour some damn positivity into the damn race and let that become the damn norm. Yeah, I know I have my channel. I talk about current events. I'm an observer of the world. But I've had videos that was more positive and barely got any views. I talk about different stuff. But I'm not big like the Shade Room. If I were on that level like the Shade Room, oh, believe me, you would see a lot more things that would be even considered more positive. I would use my power. But if I'm not gonna, that don't mean I ain't gonna cover a story of a woman who been murked or something, stuff like that. But I'm not going to promote and embrace the filth and make it seem like it's cool to do that. You know, I might talk about the story of what happened and stuff like that, but I'm not embracing the behavior. You get what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear it. I'm sorry to say it. I'm done. Smiley Ninja, you said Black America will get it together and rise. I'm sorry. I don't predict it, to be honest with you. I predict the split that needs to happen and a certain segment are going to. Until, hold on for a second, y'all. Had to get a troll. Until Black people come to the realization that we are not the same. Classism is not great to be snooty, but it does exist. We are not all on the same page and will never be. But if we can come to agreement that some of this filth has got to go, things might get a little better. But black people right now, I ain't seen it. They don't want to. They don't want to. A number of them. As far as what I said earlier with black women, I'm totally down for a black group or sisterhood thing. I'm just saying I don't see the collective of black women as a whole race of this happening. Your individual black women with your friends or some women you meet, yeah. But don't expect jealousy and envy and competition to ever go away amongst women, period, because it's not. But should black women be more supportive? Yes. You know, more supportive, but also not condoning filth just because she's black. I don't think so. You know, and, again, Sukianas and sexy reds will always exist. But when the culture promotes this as the face of the culture, you are literally destroying your own image and your own race. And nobody with sense does it. It reminds me of that scene I showed before of The Godfather, my favorite movie, when they were in that meeting and they were discussing drugs. They were in the casino business and other stuff. And then they were like, you know what? We're not going to do drugs we're not selling drugs in our own neighborhoods, the Italian neighborhoods. And they said, give it to the Negroes. That's what they said in the movie. Not all of them, but it was one of the heads of the families. He said, give it to the Negroes. They're animals anyway. And we know that black women weren't the drug dealers at large. It was the men. But they put that in there because they knew that selling drugs in the neighborhood would destroy their people. It would destroy them. They said, no, we're not going to get in that. Give it to the Negroes. Because they have no honor. The black man will sell the drugs to his men, women, and children. And they have no honor. He's an animal. So give it the drugs to him to sell in his own neighborhood. You know, they are not about to destroy their image or their people. Beyond repair. Crack is beyond repair. I'm sorry. Y'all can talk about Reagan and giving crack to the black people. You can say that all day long. Who sold it? Who sold it? The pro-black people. Yeah, they put drugs. I don't give a damn what the white man bring around. So what? You don't have enough pride and sense or strength to say no? If he say, give me your damn 3-year-old children to put in the sex trade thing, you gonna give them the kids? You don't have a brain? So what if the white man brung crack around? Who sold it? And who sold it to their people? You know, it's an excuse. It gets me angry because it's that devil side of y'all that be coming out where, you just can't face the truth. It doesn't matter what the white man brung in, as you say, who did it? Who decided to sell it to his own people? Who was the head and who made the decision? Same thing, though. So when they put that in The Godfather, we ain't selling these drugs. It's not good for us. So like with Sexy Red and Sukiana, you want to operate your race like a business. Are they good for business? Are they good for the image of the black woman? Or are they good for the black race image as a whole? I'm not saying to beat them up, curse her out, make her feel bad, and stuff like that. I'm just saying stop promoting them constantly every damn day on the blogs. Hype up the best of us. Give us another Toni Braxton, damn it. Seriously. I don't care if you feel they're a project or you need to use them as examples of what not to be. So let's keep showing how trifling they are. Stop it. Stop talking about them constantly in your powerful media. Give us a Toni Braxton. You get what I'm saying? Solar Eclipse says, yeah, the black men pushed it into the community and still do today. They do, but they always blame the white man. I don't give a damn what kind of drugs the white man gave you. You chose to sell it. And the black man had made millions selling drugs. He ain't do nothing with it. Nothing. How you make that much money? The Italians allegedly had the drugs, some of them. The bootlegging, they did stuff. Come on, man. These mobs and stuff, the Irish mobs and stuff. But you got to use the money to become legit or invested in something. They get this money. They don't even do anything with it. They don't buy up any buildings. They don't maybe. It just doesn't make sense. You know, what was that movie American Gangster that Denzel Washington, I forgot who he played, but it was a real character. And that man made millions of dollars. What did he do with it? He was in New York when the brownstones and the apartments were cheap. Did he buy them up? No. They're not smart. A lot of them drug dealers, they seem smart. They can run a drug empire, some of them. But beyond that, in business, it's just, but that's because half the time they don't have any education. You know, that's why I think people like Power, because Ghost and his son and stuff still had education or something. That's how he was able to get into legit things and use the drug money to build something with it. So, exactly, Anna. Selling drugs and ain't got nothing to show for it. It's ridiculous. So, child. So, you know, I don't hate Sukihana or Sexy Red. Like I said earlier, I like some of Little Kim's songs. Do I blast it? No. Is it a problem if I'm with my man and if I want to say something like off a rap song to him in his ear or something? But do I go out in public with it? You know, do I promote it to children? You get what I'm saying? Like, do I want that to be the only thing I listen to, or the only thing I promote? No. And the fact that these women, again, are becoming superstars, the most talked about women in Black America in music, and are getting bigger and bigger every week as I speak. But yet, you can't do it for Coco Jones, but you can do it for Sexy Red. Make it make sense. Love and Filth. But always want to blame, it's a conspiracy. The white man is destroying us. No, y'all destroying yourselves. The little media we got that's big, you can't even get a hold of that and market us well. Yeah, Frank Lucas, who he played. Okay. Smiley Ninja. Can you talk about the definition? Hold on. Delineation and the diaspora hatred for Black America. I might. I had a video. I can't remember. I talked about it. There was an African talking major junk about Black Americans. And I checked them because, yeah, we have our problems, but let's all not lie to ourselves now about a lot of stuff. Of the influence that a number of that Black America has changed the world in many ways, and particularly when it comes to the arts and some things in politics and stuff. You know, it was ridiculous, and it was just weird to me too, because he says something about having last names that's not African or something. I'm like, well, you can identify who's Black American a lot from last names. And stuff like that. I'm like, well, where's the smoke for Brazilians and Puerto Ricans and Dominicans? They got Spanish names. Their people come from slavery too. So what's the issue with the Black American with the last name Johnson or something? Or Gates and Lewis and all this other stuff. I mean, you don't got to say nothing about them other people throughout the diaspora with Spanish last names and Portuguese last names. So please. Not only that, But some people names were passed down, not even all from slavery, as they were free black people here. Please. All that other stuff. But some of it comes from jealousy and competition. And some who do live here. You know, there are people, first and second generation foreigners who are black who live here, and they don't want their community like ours. From what they're seeing with the filth, the shootings, and not being respected and stuff, they don't want to be associated with that. I can understand it, but that's not who we all are. They know that too. But and you do have some who just want to be in competition with you and stuff like that. There was a man I knew who he told me how he was selling soaps and he was very successful. He's Black American, and the foreigners kept asking him, "Are you American?" Like, because he was so successful with selling them, and they didn't think that he could be an American Black man. You know, his soaps were nice and everything, and he was doing well. And his work ethic and stuff, and they didn't believe that he was a Black American, you know? What stereotypes am I talking about? Well, the out of wedlock birth rate. That's not looked, majority of the world looks down on that. Majority of cultures. That is not promoted in most cultures. And Black American women have a terrible reputation and image with that. So that also is something that turns them off. Every time you turn on the news, majority of the time it's a Black American man on the news who's done something, not African. You rarely see any African men. You know they African from their last names and by looking at some of them, but largely their last names. You don't see them on the news like that. You do, but not like, maybe if you're like in New York where most Black people there are not even American Black. But throughout like the South and stuff like that, not having businesses, or when you have a business, it's a Black person robbing them, another Black person. You know exactly what I'm talking about. They don't want to be associated. Even though I said before, you got things going on in Africa, no rights against domestic abuse throughout the whole damn continent at large, mutilating vaginas, cannibalism, malaria, the streets filthy in Mali. It looks disgusting. I saw it on TikTok. Infrastructure, all types of stuff. We all got problems. You know, we all got problems. You know, so, I mean, we're not all the same, but we need to promote that more and show the better side, like on the shade room and stuff, because people don't know. That's why they get all surprised when they meet a Black person who isn't like the stereotype of what they're used to seeing. They can tell. They can tell just how you dress sometimes. Oh, yeah, they could tell. Dress in a certain way versus a different type of way. How you carry yourself and stuff like that. And, you know, it's not going to get any better with certain images being promoted. It's just not. Like I said in another video, it's disgraceful. A Black man went to Thailand or somewhere, and the little Thai children was calling him the N-word. And they were saying it nice, like, my name. You know, I'm like, you see what you've done? You've made that word so popular now that you can travel to on the half of the world and they know to call you the N-word because y'all call each other the N-word. Look what you've done. And he was laughing, thought it was cool. It's not cool at all. It's disgraceful. Look what you've done. And Black women, y'all better get a hold on this shit with y'all image because y'all fucking us up around the globe. And I'm not going to have it. We got to travel places and we can't have this as the image. Y'all not fucking us up. Okay? Y'all not going to have me disrespected in other countries. Don't get me wrong. I ain't putting it all on Sukihana and Sexy Red, but you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that in these other countries that some of them wasn't racist any damn way, but your image does affect us, our image. And if we don't check this shit, it's not going to get any better. It's not. We need the Toni Braxtons to be promoted. You get what I'm saying? Class. Not perfect, because we all got other sides to us, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Janet Jackson. Love throughout the whole world. Her legacy, her family. She's been sexy before. Beyonce has an incredible image as far as she don't get into trouble. She says some things in her songs, but it's not as vulgar. Good interviews, dressing sexy but classy. A true entertainer. You know, it's reached the pinnacle of filth. And so it got to stop with some of these people. So Black America, I have declared that I believe you love filth. And it's a damn shame. Miss Brown says virtuous women. I get nervous hearing that because I don't want the pressure to come off like a nun type of church woman, because I'm not that. But I believe there's a time and a place for stuff. And we know the power of Black women's image. I mean, you cannot sit up here and tell me the white man did Sarah Bartman like this, and he did these caricatures back in the day. They called us Jezebels, all this stuff. And now in 2023, y'all fighting for this to be the image. Make it make sense. Oh, it was okay for you to do it, but if a white man do it, it's all hell must break loose. You know. And people get this image, though. They think when you are a classy woman and sweet, they don't think we got them other sides. We all got other sides in the bedroom with our man. But that's for him to see. You know, you don't take it out on the street. And sometimes in your younger years, you can, and you make mistakes. And as you grow, you mature, and you know there's a time and a place. You know. Yeah, you know, again, Janet and Toni, it's not like they never said nothing sexual in a song, but said a certain way where it's not as vulgar and filthy. You get what I'm saying? And Sexy Red just blew up overnight with her filthy lyrics. She looks like she does drugs to me, which is her business. And she getting her money. And I get it. She's like, shit, I'm getting my money. Y'all keep promoting me. I'm getting my bag. F all y'all. Sukihana said, I ain't nobody's role model. Y'all ain't nobody told your kids to be listening to me, but Black people don't monitor what their kids listen to enough. I stopped listening to the radio over a decade ago because every song was about effing. And I'm like, you know, I like music. I do like a lot of songs. Y'all like some songs that's like Usher and stuff that have talked about effing, said a certain way, but love making and stuff. But I'm like, damn, it's like, damn, song after song after song. And I'm like, well, what do Black kids have to listen to? This is their culture. Grown people on the radio, every song back to back is about effing. That boy is getting erections at 12 years old. I'm going to just leave it at that. So I said what I said. Life Venture says she's an industry puppet. She can't be popular without Black people's support. Programming our community, but who is doing the programming? Because Black America is making them stars. White bloggers are not talking about them that much like Black ones. They have made them superstars. And it's only a matter of time where mainstream white America will latch on to who are the stars of the Black community, who are they piping up, and we're going to pull them in to make them even bigger. Black people have a lot more control than what they love to think. And they need to stop blaming the white man or saying it's some conspiracy when it's Black people doing it a lot. So, Blackistan made them superstars. Yep. And Blackistan outnumbers a lot. A Black American community, yes, there are a number of Black people who are nothing like that, but Blackistan rules Black America. Y'all have let the filth get out of control. Take some damn control. Separate the filth, call it out, separate, and stop promoting it and make it known and clear. Because you cannot blame other people anymore when it's the culture of people doing it. And then get mad when people say they're animals. They have no honor. They have no dignity. They have no class. They have no code. They have no what? Even right now, all those looters you see at large all over California and Chicago, busting in them stores, taking the merchandise, they're Black. Yeah, I said it because they are. Now, when I go on TikTok and look in the comment sections, you know what white people are saying, their code word? Well. I swear to God, y'all, you will see well on every comment. What it means is, well, look who it is. Now, they're closing Target in New York on the east side. They closed the Whole Foods too in a Black neighborhood because they kept stealing. Y'all want food, you want clothing, but you keep effing up your own community. You want jobs, they provide jobs, but you keep effing it up. Now, realistically, some people are going to steal because they poor. We all know that, but it's off the chain. Now, Walmart closing in places because it's like, we gave y'all food and clothes. This is a business. And y'all keep stealing. Now we leaving. Where you going to eat now? Where you going to get your stuff from now? Now, and it makes us look like idiots. It makes us look stupid. Like we don't have any sense. It makes us look like what they say. You know, those who are racist. And the Target, though, East Harlem is largely Puerto Rican and Black and some Dominicans, but very large Hispanic group. And I looked on the camera. There was a lot of them who were clearly Puerto Ricans and stuff. We know, they were Hispanic. That was stealing all over the place, and Black. But mostly in California and Chicago and stuff, it's Black. Every time I see a video of the looters busting in the stores, taking everything because of that law, you can steal $950 worth. It's Black. Everyone sees it, and Black women doing it too. And it's like, Jesus, this just does not make it any better, these stereotypes against us at all. And Black people are quiet, or they're saying in the comment sections, well, y'all stole the land so we can do this. I'm like, there y'all go again. This is why motherfuckers don't like some of y'all. They don't trust you. You have a mentality that is dangerous. Some of you out there. Like, I can R your child because, well, R happened in the slave days. I can do this and get away with it because I'm Black and I come from this, so I can just treat you this way. I can steal now all over the place because slavery happened in your own neighborhoods, and then complain there ain't no food. It's a food desert. Where I'ma shop? Gimme. Y'all gonna learn in the very near future with the way this country going, the white man is gonna say, you know what? You talk all that junk. Let me see what you Negroes can do. You either you don't bite the hand that feeds you. I'm gonna starve you out since it's like that. Or let me see what you can do on your own. But most of all, it's about money. You can't F up nobody business like that, stealing all their stuff. What you thought was going to happen? You really thought these stores was going to stay open and y'all are stealing like crazy in some of these places? They're losing millions of dollars. They're going to close and leave. And then you ain't going to have nothing. And then they going to think them Negroes. I'm not saying what I really want to say. Y'all know how they be talking. Them can't have nothing. Act like animals. They don't know how to build nothing. They don't know how to keep nothing. They don't know how to do business. They make the neighborhoods shit. That's what they be thinking and saying. Do you know how embarrassing it is when it proves to be true in certain areas? And Black people are staying quiet. I notice it all over TikTok. Most Black people are quiet about it. And the white people are in the comments section saying, well, look who it is doing all the stealing and busting down the glass. I ain't going to say it. What can you say? Because it's true. But that's not all of us. But when you see the majority are in fact Black, what can you say? There was one Black man talking against it. And you know what Black people did? Made videos calling him a coon. See, being an upstanding Black person can get you called a coon. Now, I'm supposed to still hold a grudge from 1713 to justify bad behavior. So no, we can't all be together as Black people, because when shit hit the fan, them Negroes you see busting down the glass and stealing from everybody, you really gonna trust them? You gonna trust them with your life? You gonna trust them around your punani? You gonna trust them? Because your ass in danger. Look at what's going on right now all over Black neighborhoods, the crime. You really think when shit really hit the fan in here, you want to be around them? Because the hell I don't. It ain't about race all the time. It's about the good versus the freaking evil. And just because they're Black, that don't mean they good people. That don't mean you can trust them. That don't mean your life ain't gonna be in danger. Sometimes it's a white or an Asian, an Indian, an Arab person that'll help your ass out more than your own race. I've heard and I know Black women whose cars broke down and Black men drove by. You know who came? Ma'am, you need help? Oh, you got a flat tire. White men. So get over this race stuff or expecting certain treatment because they was Black. As we all know, it doesn't matter. So, Silk says my husband is Middle Eastern. Where is he from? Is he Egyptian, Moroccan? Dubaian? Is Dubaian even a real word? No, Dubaian is not a word. You know. So, he doesn't let my male relatives harass me. These are facts. Oh, yeah. That's what every woman wants, a protector, a masculine protector, a leader. So, So that's it for this video. I do predict and I see more Black women coming together. And I think we will have little groups of like-minded Black women, who are together. But do I see the whole collective of it doing it? No. Millions upon millions? No. He's from Yemen. Oh, okay. Yemenis. Let me stop. I don't know if Yemenis is what they call it. Yemeni. I think I'm right. Yemeni. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you all for joining me, y'all. And I hope this was a good conversation. Thank you, Solar Eclipse. Smiley Ninja, it's all talk. I've heard it my whole life, and I don't care anymore about hearing it. You said Black Americans must unite. I don't care anymore about hearing it anymore. I don't care. Show me. I don't care anymore about hearing it anymore. I think the only thing that might unite the whole world or get anything like that, the ozone layer going to have to pop open or near some apocalyptic event or something. So, I'm tired of hearing that. I've been hearing it forever. I don't care anymore about hearing it. There are individual Black people who are doing well, and they need to get together. And those who might not be doing well but want to do well, have mentors and friends and stuff. And, that's not bad. So, yeah. Yep. Community solutions. Girl, I'm tired of hearing it. All right. So I thank you all. Not only that, I can't deal with all Black people because they don't support a woman like me. That I don't care if my husband is Black or not. I don't only like Black men. A vast majority of Black people are racist, a number of them. I can't deal with them. I'm not talking to them because they don't accept me. They don't love who I am. They're racist, a number of them too. A lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I don't care if what religious group he in, a lot of them. I don't want to deal with them. I don't like their personalities. I don't like their character. I don't like their character. A number of them are nasty. A lot of them religious groups of men, the Hebrew Israelites and all of them, they're nasty people. A number of them, they're hating, they're bitter, they're jealous, they're racist as hell. A number of them, I don't want to unite with them. I want them away from me. Stay away from me. So that is it. Thank you all again. If you are new, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Okay. I've been live for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay. My computer is moving a little bit slow, just a little bit. So if you hit the bell, click all notifications, you'll know when I live and when I upload. Bye, everybody.